Is there anybody here? Where the heck is it? Where is he? Oh, he's here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm alive and I'm well, and I am frantically getting ready for the show today. How are you? Welcome everyone to Wednesday, March 13th, 2024. It's your buddy, your friend, your pal, Uncle Bruce. I'm here to try to explain to you in plain English what's going on and what does it mean. I'm also here to try to guide you on the long, long road to success by being an option writer. People forget all the time. It's amazing how quickly people forget or ignore. And this is okay. I'm not mad, by the way. This is completely normal. People ignore and forget that being an option writer is for the rest of your life, not for the rest of the week, not your one-time wonder trade. If you're thinking that you can write options and make a quick couple of bucks and then all your problems are solved, you're not an option writer. You're a gambler looking at something to score on that you are calling a long-term plan, but you're looking for fast money. And if you're looking for fast money, you may or may not get it as an option writer when you create an option strategy, because writing options is not designed to necessarily be flip city, day trade city. That's not what that is. Being an option writer is generating income from an account you have, from assets you have that can be either rolled into your, just rolled over and built to allow you to build your nest egg, build a retirement account, grow your retirement account, and or build capital and help you cash flow, quote unquote, cash flow your life. Now, there are no two viewers alike on this channel, really. They're all different. And there are some of you who have found me by the weirdest means. And you're looking at me going, buddy, I got credit cards up to here, and I got a job, and my wife is working, and got mortgage payments and car payments and credit card payments and student loans, and I got kids, and I got this, and I got that, and I got this, and I got that. And I'm a cash flow person, and you talking about me getting out of this rut really appeals to me, man. You are talking my language. Get me out of this hole, because I've been trying to find the miracle investment where I take a couple of $1,000 and make it worth 3 times, 5 times as much, and then roll that again, and now make enough money to take, $3,000 to $5,000 to $30,000-$40,000, and that will take care of some problems I have. But it doesn't solve everything. It just makes it a somewhat easier. But the problem here is that when people take $3,000-$4,000 and turn it into 10 or 12 grand, and then they take that money and roll it again, and they do turn it into 20,000-30,000, they do the opposite. They roll it again, and then they get caught where 20-30 grand goes back to $1,000-$2,000, and they've blown it. And this could be a one year cycle. This could be a 6-month cycle, a 6-week cycle, a 3-day cycle. I mean, it doesn't matter. With option writing, you are forcing yourself to be a patient, and there's the word, a patient, laser-focused, relentless, ruthless assassin. And the most successful of those are the ones you don't see. The markets don't know where they are. They're out there, and victims get picked off, and they have no idea what happened to them. And all the people around the victim are going, well, who did this? No one knows, because you can't even hear the shot. It's so far away, you don't hear the shot. You as option writers are going to create options for gamblers on the casino floor. And you're one of the managers of the casino. You're up there. You're one of the owners up there behind those one-way mirrors up in the ceiling looking down on the casino floor. Or you're in your executive office looking at 12 screens and watching the action on the casino floor with all those slot machines. And you are programming slot machines to fail the gambler. The gambler is going to lose on your slot machine. That is the strategy you are imposing by being an option writer. And you know a couple of things that the gambler keeps forgetting about. The gambler keeps forgetting that when they play the options market, they have a limited amount of time to play it. They don't have endless time to play the game where you do. You're the casino owner. You're not going anywhere. Your building has fountains out there and you're handing out free drinks and you are making sure your casino is pristine in every way. The carpets are shampooed every week. The vacuuming, the dusting, the place is immaculate all the time because you're always there. You're always there and you have this cash flow coming in. For you, gamblers coming and going and coming and going, it's just turnover and it's just part of your business. Where casino patrons come to Vegas once a year, once every couple of years, once a decade, are blown away by all the lights and all the pretty colors and all the sounds and all the action. It's only after the fourth or fifth day that casino gamblers in Vegas start to calm the hell down. They go, oh yeah, it's the same old, same old. I'm going to lose money. That's when they figure it out. But the casino owner knows that most of their customers only stick around for 24 hours, 72 hours, 48 hours, and they're out of there. Casinos in Vegas and elsewhere now, they're going to get you on the adrenaline rush, and then you're going to lose some money, and then you're going to go away. And then you'll come back another time and get all riled up again. Option writers get people where they're convinced they're right. They're convinced that this stock is going to go up and it's going to go up this week because there's this great report coming out. This company's going to release their earnings and they're doing really well. And an analyst just upgraded the stock and oh yeah, baby, this thing's going to rock and I'm going to make a killing. I'm going to buy contracts for $1, $2, $4, $5, $8, and they're going to go twice up, 3 times their money, 5 times my money. Parabolic returns. And then they kind of go, well, I might double my money. And I'll probably make 50% on this. Well, I sure hope I break even on it. I only lost half. And they move on. The writers of these contracts are upstairs like this. The arms are folded. And they are very aware of the limitations of these contracts. They have no hope in hell of going to the infinity level. There's no hope in hell for them to make that happen. The time factor will kill the option player. And it's a slow death sometimes. Sometimes you're into a 1-year contract, a 2-year contract. Sometimes you're into a 30-day. Sometimes you're into a 6-week. But as each day goes by and the hopes and the wishes and the dreams and aspirations don't come true for the gamblers, the assassins just slowly watch the victim bleed to death. And it is a brutal business. It's not personal. It's just business. And it's done all the time. And I hate to tell you that sometimes it's boring, but I have to tell you, sometimes it's boring. It's a boring way to make a lot of money. And people say to me, well, if I make a lot of money, it can't be boring. It's got to be great. Well, yeah, it can be nerve-wracking if you're writing options incorrectly. There's the right way to write options and the wrong way to write options. And as an option writer, you can be a gambler too. You can write stupid contracts. You can write really risky contracts. You can really be on the front line of the action. And you, yes, could lose a ton of money if you're stupid or uneducated or too aggressive, or full of yourself. An option writer is a humbling business. It's where you have to sit back and admit, I'm an idiot. I'm a moron. I don't know what's going on like the pros do. I'm not a hedge fund operator from New York City with a staff of 500 underneath me to guide me along this trading path. I'm not an option writer inside a hedge fund with 3 assistants, 2 assistants, with 10 researchers behind me for every trader. I'm not that person. I'm a single person in my house, in my apartment, in my condo, on vacation, in my RV, wherever I am, on a sailboat, and I am trading my money on one of these, and I'm the last guy. I'm the worst option writer out there because all the other option writers that are out there are pros. That's all they do. That's all they've done. And they have 2 years, 5 years, 8 years, 12 years experience. And you have 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years experience. It's not a fair fight in that regard. However, the good news is you don't need to be Johnny on the spot with 500 staff behind you to find these trades. Remember, if you're part of a hedge fund, it's got $10 billion that they're handling. They might have $9 billion working of their money into bonds, preferred shares, IPO deals, private placement transactions, currency trades, commodity trades, all kinds of other stuff. And then they have $1 billion that has been allocated over to the bond for the option department. And there are 10 traders over there, and they've each got $100 million to play with. And they can't put any one position on that costs more than $5 million of the capital of the company. It could be slice, down. And there are dozens and dozens of people, managers and people who authorize trades. There are levels of authorization that have to go through for a trader to pull off trades. They're so restricted, you can't believe it, but they are so sophisticated. And they're also these kinds of traders that will write 1,000 contracts on SPY, and they'll bring in $1.80 a contract and buy them back at $1.70. And they're in and out, or they're out and in, and they're moving on to the next trade. And at the end of the day, the traders look at their logs of how many trades they've done with their assistants, and they'll look at it, oh, we did 30 trades today, we did 80 trades today, we did 125 trades today, in and out, out and in, in and out and in, all over the place. They're going to run circles around you. You have to let them do that. That's where the liquidity comes from in this option market. That's why there's $5 trillion turning over all the time. It's unbelievable how much money is turning over in the option market. You are taking your slice of pizza out of there every once in a while. You're getting a slice. Nobody notices it. No one misses anything. Your belly is going to be full, and you're going to be happy, and no one else is going hungry out there, because it's just happening and happening whether you're there or not. It is much larger than you will ever be. No matter how many contracts you're writing, you're a nothing burger. You're writing 100 or 200 contracts at a time. You're writing 500 contracts at a time. You're a nothing burger. You do not matter, because this business is beyond your size, and you'll never be a factor in it unless you're playing options in some obscure garbage, which you shouldn't be. Then you're in the wrong neighborhood. You've left town and you're out in the boonies, and God help you. You got to stay close to home. You got to stay in your lane. You've got to be focused. And you have to be disciplined, and you have to be determined. And you have got to prove. You've got to say to yourself and repeat this all the time. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I know nothing. I know nothing. I need to get educated on how this works, because you will have winning trades left, right, and center all the time, but you want to avoid any losing trades, which means you have solutions to losing trades, rollovers, and repositionings. You can't do this on the seat of your pants. You have to have the knowledge on how and why and when a rollover is the way to go, and how to do the correct rollover. This is where you can go from a winner for a month to be a loser this month. You don't want to go there. And so I have 17 classes out there, and not one of those classes, not one of them, is enough to make you a good option writer. You take one of my classes, you're still an idiot. Yeah, I'm sorry, but you're still a moron. You're still outgunned by the others. I don't have one class that will guarantee you success over the rest of your life. I don't. I've got 17 of them that are out there, and we start with the basics. What the hell are options, and how do they work, and how are they created, and why do they go up when they go up, and how do they go down, and why do they go down when stocks actually go up? Sometimes they don't make any goddamn sense. And you take class number 2, how to write call and put contracts. Once you've done the first 2 classes, you are not an expert on how to trade options. You're not an expert on how to write. You're likely a lot more educated if you don't know much about options going in, or you have a little bit of knowledge or some knowledge. You have more knowledge. 3 and 4, you have more knowledge. Class 5 and 6, you have more knowledge. Yes, you will be writing options as you take my classes. Oh yeah, you'll do it. Of course you will. And I say, sure, go ahead, but in moderation. But if you think that after 2 or 3 or 4 classes, you now are set for the rest of your life to now right away and make a ton of money. No, that's not the way this works. You go to college, the standard thing here is you take a 3 or a 4-year college degree to learn to become whatever you're going to become, or get general studies into your brain. Stop drinking on the weekends and dope it up if you can avoid it. Good luck with it. When you come out of college, you're supposedly ready for a career in something. You come out of my 17 classes, you've got a handle on kind of what's going on. Yes, you do. And if you've done it right, you've taken the classes in a systematic way, you've hung out here with this group of regulars over here every day with us, you will get enough exposure through this method of this options business to really get somewhere. You'll watch other YouTubers, because you should, and you'll watch other YouTubers talk about this, that, and other thing, and everything around here. You'll find that some you like, some you don't, some you can't understand, some you can. But you're going to find out more and more and more as each week goes by, as you take more of my classes, hang out here, you'll begin to understand what everyone else is talking about. It'll all make sense. Even the guys who use words that I don't understand. They use strategies that I don't go into. They have charts that just look so complicated with all this and resistance and support, and God bless you. You'll understand where they're coming from, and you'll go, oh yeah, okay, yeah, I get it now. Thank you, Uncle Bruce, for explaining in plain English what the hell all this other stuff means. But you got to put the money on the counter to take the classes. They're not free, but you can buy one at a time. And when you're ready for the next class, you'll acquire the next class. No commitment. You don't have to say, you're not signing a contract where you're saying, I buy this first class and then every week I will get another class and you will charge my credit card. No, there's none of that here. You have to pull the pin on it yourself. You have to discipline yourself and really look in the mirror and go, enough is enough. I'm sick and tired of trying to find these hot deals and these hot stocks. I'm going to become an income generator. I live on cash flow. Why don't I become a cash flow person in my investments as well? Why don't I continue the same thing? I'm comfortable being a cash flow person. I'm really good at it. I make so much money at work. I make money on the side doing this. I spend money doing this, that, and the other thing. And why don't I bring in a new income source? And I just bring that into my sphere of financial whatever and keep on going. What I'm hoping will happen to you is that you will find that the income you're bringing in from option writing will be more than you thought it would. And it would come in quicker than you thought it would. And it would allow you to all of a sudden realize, oh my God, I could write 20 contracts over here. I could do these cash secured puts, or I could do these put credit trades. I can bring in $6,000 on this trade. I can bring in $6,000 right here in one shot. And I owe Visa $5,100 and they're charging me 2% a month. Why don't I take the $6,000 that I just got for writing these contracts and knock off that $5,100 credit card right over there? I not only have knocked off 2% interest, which in itself is $100 a month. The minimum payment is gone. That's another $100, $150 a month. I've just taken $200 to $250 off of my cost of living. My cash flow needs have just dropped because of one contract right. And this is the 4th time I've done this. I've been building up the account. The next option right I bring in, where I bring in $6,000, where is this going? Well, in the driveway, we have our second car over there that needs a muffler. It needs a transmission, whatever, and it needs new tires. $5,000-$6,000. There we go. I'll do those options in 2-3 weeks, a month from now. Boom, we're getting the car fixed. The second car now is repaired. Maybe now we'll blow it off. We'll sell it. Maybe I can get $10,000 for that piece of crap, or $12,000, or $14,000, or $15,000. Guess what I'm going to do with the money? I'm not buying another car. I'm putting that $15,000 into my trading account, because $15,000 more in my trading account with $1,000 cash secured put opportunities on SOFI. I can write 15 SOFI cash secured puts and bring in $4 a contract. That's $4,000 of fresh cash from my $15,000. In other words, my old jalopy out there that I'm going to fix up and blow off is going to allow me to bring in $4,000 of fresh cash option writing for the first series of options. That's why you take the lessons. That's why you take the classes. This is why you may want to do a one-on-one with me and scheme away about how else can I build my account faster, larger, to write more contracts for more income, to make an impact in this world that I'm caught in. That's what we're here for. If I can help you reduce your cost of living dramatically and improve your cash flow dramatically, you may find that it gets to the point a year from now, 3 months from now, 9 months from now, I don't know. Not too long from now, you're going to go, I can quit my job. I don't need that paycheck for the cash flow any longer. I have my own cash flow. I have knocked off the credit cards. I've knocked off 2 car payments. I have paid down the second mortgage. It's gone. I only have the first mortgage. I've rearranged my 401ks. I've rearranged my RAs. I am now controlling my own retirement assets. I am now writing options on my retirement account to enhance the value of the retirement account, which is telling me I'm not retiring at age 65. No, I'm going to retire at age 55. I might be able to retire at age 52. I'm 46. Hello, all of a sudden things are in your area code that weren't in your area code before. You had no thought in hell of ever retiring before age 65. You were certain that you were going to work till you died. You're not going to be that person. You're at the office. You see others who are 63 are hanging on for 2 years. They're just hanging on to get to 65, and then they can walk with something, I guess. And they don't look very good, do they? They look pale. They look, their faces, their bodies, their health. They look like crap. And you're going, I'm going to be this person? I'm 38, and I'm going to be that person when I'm 63? Oh, no. I don't want that game. I don't want to be those people. I want to be the retired person in my 40s or 50s, or at the very least, Bruce, can you help me be my own asset manager at age 39, 40, 41, 42, whatever the year is? And I'm not retired. I'm still employed, but I am self-employed. I am looking after my personal assets, and I don't work for anybody else ever again, because this is the life change that can really motivate me to want to do this. I now set my schedule Monday to Friday and on weekends. My wife and I now determine what we're doing and where we are doing it. But I come back to the beginning here. How willing are you to get it? How willing are you? And do you really believe in yourself that you will you take all 17 classes one at a time? Are you made of the right stuff, or are you a talker and you're not a walker? I mean, it's okay. I know it's this. There's only 375 people watching me right now. There aren't 5,375 people watching me right now. There aren't even 50,000. There are millions of people out there. Millions, tens of millions in America, Canada, Britain, Europe. There are probably 200 million people out there who would love to be able to quit their jobs and careers and leave it where it is and maybe do part-time work on the side. Or, I'd rather just be a consultant to my business partners that I dealt with in the past. Or I'm in real estate, but I just want to be a real estate investor. But I really want to be ultimately my own self-employed manager of my own entity, my own gig. And whether you trade and write options as an individual and income split it with your wife, or whether you create a corporation, an LLC, something, depending on where you live and what the tax rules are, wherever you are, your city, your state, your province, your territory, your country, that's your call. That's not my call. You'll figure out the right structure with which to trade your assets with. Once they get to a certain point, you will figure this out. And you may find that you're paid a salary from your holding company. You and your wife are paid a salary, every 2 weeks, every month, every quarter, whatever. And it's a consulting salary or whatever. It's adjustable based on how well things are going. And the two of you, each of you, just don't make enough money to pay a lot of taxes because you're under the line. There's a certain line of income that you go to that taxation on that is virtually nothing. And maybe you get paid a base salary and you get paid a dividend from your holding entity. And the two of you and your children are paid a dividend. And the dividends collected by each individual is tax exempt up to a certain level. I don't know the rules in your country. You've got to figure this one out. I have a worldwide audience here. You'll figure it out, believe me, because you've got the time to figure it out. You're bringing in revenue going, I'm not working anymore. Are you kidding? We're bringing in 15 grand a month here, 20 grand a month. We're going for 30, we're going for more. I can afford now to study this because I don't have the job anymore to worry about. I don't have my boss or supervisors. I don't have Zoom meetings. I don't have middle of the night phone calls. I don't get the, you got to come in Saturday for a couple hours to help us on this campaign, or it's year end and it's, for the next 6 weeks, we're going to be crazy around here. And those days are over. You've given that all up because it's all you time now. It's just time for you and your investments and for your family and your life. The spin-offs are endless. I'm not going into it every single day, but boy, health-wise, for some of you, this is the biggest thing to happen to you. You have now made the separation from yourself and your parents and your grandparents. Your grandparents died young because they worked themselves to death. Your parents are very ill because they worked their butts off to get you what you got. You didn't appreciate it when you were a teenager, but you appreciate it now. And now you're helping them out with whatever, getting the groceries and helping with the bills, whatever you're doing. God bless you, however you're doing it. You are the first generation in your family to be self-employed, controlling your own destination, and you're working out. You're actually going to the gym every day as part of your routine, while your former coworkers are in Zoom calls or in board meetings or whatever meetings at the office, or they're on the road to Pittsburgh or to Cincinnati or wherever they have to go to do what they're doing. You're going to the gym for an hour every day because you have your motivator over there. You've got your gym consultant to work on your abs, to work on your shoulder, whatever the issue is. You're keeping yourself healthy physically and mentally, so that you can be the best asset manager you can be, to never go back to the office ever again. And you will now move forward. And your children are going to look at you and go, you know what, Mom and Dad, you two are different than everybody else's parents in my class. Everybody in my class talks about how their mom and dad are stressing out about work, and mom is always bitching about working all the time, and the boss never stops bothering her. You two guys, you don't do anything like my friends' parents do. I don't understand it. The teacher talks about working Monday to Friday and bringing in a paycheck to pay the bills, if the teachers ever talk about that. You guys don't do that. You aren't like that at all. You pick me up, you drop me off, you take me to dance class, you take me to soccer practice, you take me here. We go away on weekends, we do this, we do that. I don't know anyone else that is my age. I'm 8, I'm 10, I'm 12, I'm 13. I don't know anyone else in my sphere that has parents like you guys. How do you do it? And they may not even ask when they're that young, but when they're in their 20s and 30s, they're going to come to you and go, what were you doing back in 2014? You quit your job around 2013, 14, Mom, Dad. How did you get by? You didn't have a retail store anywhere. You didn't have a gas station. You didn't own a 7-Eleven. You were home all the time. How could you do that? How is that even possible? They may get it, they may not. And then, of course, there are those of you out there who've got your kids involved. Your kids are going, why do you watch this guy every day, Dad? You got him on the big-ass television here in the living room, and you're watching, and you're having your coffee, and you're chomping your bagel, and you're listening to this old balding guy with his hair all over the whatever hair he's got. And every day. And some of those kids are absorbing this knowledge and going, well, one kid talks to another kid in the playground or at dance class or in soccer class. What does your dad do? Oh, yeah, my dad's an electrician. Oh, so, what does that mean? I don't know. He's just an electrician. He gets in the van and he's gone for the day, and he comes back smelling of all kinds of crap, and he has to take a shower every time he comes home. And he's always tired, and he's got gunk on his fingernails all the time, and his hands are always like, he washes his hands, but they're still dirty, really. I mean, he was a hard working guy. I love my dad, but God, he does what he does. What about your dad? What's your dad? Oh, my dad's a lawyer. I never see him. He's always in the office. He's always on a big project. Oh yeah. What does your dad do? He gets up every morning and he watches this guy on YouTube. And then he has his computer and he's got his phone and he's doing these trades on the stock market, something about options trading. And he's really happy because he walked away from his job. He quit his job 2 years ago, last week. He's just going, finally, I'm out of there. And I thought Dad was crazy. Everyone in the family thinks he's crazy because they don't understand what he's doing. They don't understand because they can't possibly fathom what it is you're doing. Giddy up. Welcome to the world for that some of you have. Again, 370 of you are here. 200 of you might already be in this position. 170 are hopeful to get there. I don't know. Welcome all of you. I don't care where you're from. It doesn't matter. But I will tell you this. Wherever you're from today, in about 5 years from now, whoever's sitting here that is the next Uncle Bruce for the next generation of people could be an Uncle Bruce that is from India or from Bangladesh or from Pakistan or from Indonesia or from the Philippines or from Vietnam or from somewhere else, talking to millions or tens of thousands of brand new newbies coming into the options market, into the U.S. market, where you have been around for 10 years already, 5 years, and you've been making some serious coin, and you've got this down to a pattern now, and you are the age-old wise one who is just sitting back going, yeah, I'm still using the same disciplines, the same strategies that I was shown by that guy whose name I'll never forget. What's his name? Yeah, what's his name? I'll never forget that guy for the rest of my life. Congratulations. Welcome to the party. You can get rich around here. Others are. Just got to want it. But I got to tell you, I get messages all the time on my email. People ask me, hey, what lessons should I take to become a really good option writer doing this? Or I want to do this kind of trading. What lesson do you recommend? Like as if there's one lesson that's going to make it work. There isn't one. It's a compilation of lessons. There are 17 now. There will be more. There will be 20, 25. Just hang around long enough. There are more coming. And you still won't know it all because I don't know it all. You never know it all. And it's always changing. And so you've got to be on this. You've got to become a sponge. You've got to want to keep absorbing the information and the knowledge. If you shut yourself off and go, oh, just give me 1 or 2 classes, Bruce, and I can handle it from here. I've traded options before. I know what I'm doing. You tell me what the hell's going on. I got this platform, and it gives me all the information I need that you do by hand. It does it automatically. I don't. Fair enough. Knock yourself out, Chester. But you're going to get your what handed to you. You're going to get it bad one day, and you're going to go, I don't understand. That guy, Uncle Bruce, told me to do this. No, I didn't. Now, Uncle Bruce said, and Uncle Bruce says, start at class number 1. Like it's a college class. How many times do I have to repeat myself? And take these classes in order because the knowledge builds on each class. This is how it's done. You've got to understand, I'm trying to turn you into a brain surgeon here. I'm bringing you into a specialty of the market, a specific little tiny niche of this market that happens to be exploding right now overall. But I'm trying to get you to do one thing, just one thing in this incredibly huge market that we're involved with. I'm trying to make you an option writer. I'm not trying to make you an IPO specialist. I'm not trying to make you a bond specialist. I'm not making you a currency trader. I'm not turning you into Eddie Murphy and Dan Aykroyd in trading prices. You're not going to be those guys. You're going to do some of what they did, but not really. And the fact that Eddie Murphy was on the floor of the futures exchange with Dan Aykroyd and they made millions of dollars, that's fantasy. It's called Hollywood. Okay, it's not real life. It's a movie, and there's some reality to the overall picture, but it's not real, all right? You make your money sitting in front of your computer, laptop, or with your phone in hand, or your big-ass iPad, or whatever device you want to use, and you make money 1 trade at a time, and you grind money out of this market that is just, there's so many stupid people making stupid arrangements, stupid bets, and you're the one taking them. You're there taking them. So are the hedge funds. So are the mutual funds. So are the ETFs. So are all the other institutional traders out there. They are taking the bets from the saps, and you're doing your share as well. And if I can get you to bring in $10,000 a month, and that's more than the paychecks coming into your house every month, you have reached a fork in the road. And if I've gotten you there, I've done my job. I've gotten you to the fork in the road, and you have to answer this question. Only you will answer it. Do I keep working and do Bruce on the side, or do I do Bruce as full-time, Uncle Bruce's work, and work on the side, or don't work at all? You will answer it in your house at your time, and it'll be a private decision that only you can make. And God bless you, whatever direction you go. But if I can get you there, and you see the road that you're on that's gotten you here, that it just keeps on going, you may find that, yeah, I'm going to keep bringing in option money, because I went from 0 to 10,000 a month in X amount of time. What about the next X amount of time? Where can I go from 10 a month to 20, 30, 40 a month? I keep saying around here, you have to make 30,000 a month. I want you to make 30,000 a month net profit writing options. That's what I'm after for you, because for some of you, you need that kind of capital to come in to have a chance at retiring. If you're in your late 40s, mid 40s, coming into your 50s now, and you've got an IRA, a Roth IRA, you got a 401k, you got an RSP in Canada, and your entire retirement accounts combined, any way you want to look at it, is sitting at less than $1 million, you're in trouble. You cannot retire having $1 million in your retirement account 10 years from now, 15 years from now. There ain't no way you're going to. If you've seen what inflation has done to your money in the last 2 years, you're pulling out $20 bills, $20 bills, $20 bills, $20 bills to pay the damn groceries all of a sudden. You're buying your groceries now on your credit card because you don't carry that much cash with you. Have you noticed that? Have you noticed you don't carry enough cash on you to even buy a tank of gas anymore? You always use plastic now because it's too much money. It's too much. $100 bills are looked at like you're a drug dealer. You pull a $50 bill out at a Starbucks, oh God, get the manager up from the back. You pull out a piece of plastic and charge $150 at your grocery store. No one gives a crap. They don't give a crap. They give you points. $150 in cash at the grocery store? Oh, wait a minute. What kind of dope deal are you making here, buddy? It's so preposterous. It's so stupid. And that's the way this world is working. You have got to understand that $1 million in 15, 20 years from now, waiting for you at the end of your retirement time frame, you're broke. You are broke. Your Social Security in 30 years from now, 15 years from now, will barely cover your grocery bills. You're losing, okay? Politicians are afraid today to fix Social Security for 20 years from now. So they're kicking the can down the road, because they want to get reelected. They don't want to make you mad. Politicians that don't want to make you mad are screwing you over like you can't believe, because they won't make the hard decisions that you make every single day of the week. These people are gutless because they just want to get reelected. You've got to build your portfolio to the millions, and you can't do it making $5,000 a month trading options. That's not going to do it for you. No way. Yeah. If I can help you bring in $5,000 a month extra income right now, you will live a better lifestyle. Absolutely. Your cash flow is that much better, of course, but you won't have enough to retire on. It won't be there. You need to pour into your retirement account $100,000 a year, $150,000 a year for the next 10, 15 years. That's a couple of $1,000,000. That's what you need to do, and you need to manage it and trade it, and you better know your stuff. And like I said, your competition out there is ruthless, well-financed, and they turn over people like you can't believe. You think you're up against a certain option trader out there? I have news for you. These hedge funds have dozens of these guys and girls, and they fire them on a regular basis and bring in newly trained people with newly trained and newly created software techniques, trading techniques. You are up against monsters out there, and you've got to take your pound of flesh 1 pound at a time. And that's why I'm desperately desperately trying to get you in here. Hang out with this gang a little bit. You'll get a taste of this business. Take some of these classes, starting at class number 1, and move up all the way up there. And once I see your name pop up on my PayPal account thing, it says to me, so-and-so just bought class number 3, so-and-so just bought class number 5, so-and-so. Then I know that name is popping up again and again and again. And you get into the 10 and the 12 and the 14th class, I know you're for real. The first 5 classes you buy, I don't know if you're real. I don't know. You might be, it's just a courtesy out of you. It's just pure curiosity. You're throwing $750 into 5 lessons going, well, let's see what's going on. I get it. It's okay. You can test drive those classes. You don't have to commit. Like I said, you buy one at a time when you're ready. But when I see the same names popping up at these higher class numbers, and I know these folks have become Gold Bagel members, they've joined the Discord group, you're real. You have absolutely stepped up. And there are people here who've only been here 3 and 6 months who are writing options now, who never would have imagined a year ago they're doing what they're doing today. They'll give you testimonials on this channel. I don't even have to ask them to do it. They'll just do it. They will tell you out there, if you're a newbie here and you're thinking about becoming an option writer, there are people here who've been here just a short period of time. Others who've been here right from day one, back in January 2021 when I started going live. They'll tell you what they're telling you. Start with class number 1. Put your money on the counter at $150 at a time. And you'll earn while you learn as you write, and you'll study, but it will change your life if you let it. But you better be made of the right stuff. And it's like a New Year's resolution, but you're doing it in March. You're doing it in March. You're doing it in April, not doing it in January. Don't wait until the end of the year to make a New Year's resolution. Make it now, because you only go around once. It's a one-time offer to become 21, 31, 51, 61, 81. It's a one-time offer, and there are no guarantees that you'll even get there. So, hey, you want to believe in Hollywood and fantasy to make everything great? God bless you, but I got bad news for you. I don't think so. You're going to have to do it yourself. And the most successful people out there are the ones who work the hardest. You might call them lucky. You might call them overnight sensations. How many musicians have you heard of that you've fallen in love with, that you love, and you realize as you look into their careers, they have been playing music for 20 years to get one bloody hit that now you will buy their album, and they're now 45 years old and they're brand new on the scene, or they're 35 years old and they've been dancing their butts off since they were 6. These are not overnight successes. These are lifers who only can do one thing and they're good at it. God bless them. It's possible for you. The one thing that you might be good at, of all the stuff you've done in your life, but the one thing you might be good at and really enjoy doing is an option writer. You may find that, yeah, this option writing, I find this easy. I try to explain this to my best friend who I thought could figure this out. He's really smart. Lost him in 2 minutes. He just wanted to go back and play video games. Don't talk to me about this stuff. It's too complicated. It's too complicated. And you're going, complicated? What's so complicated about writing an option? There's nothing to it. Well, guess what? You found something that you've got. It works for you. And I know some of you are here. I know for a fact there are people coming here every day who believe and feel that I must become a successful option writer to make my world make sense. I need to make my economics make sense. And they come in here and they give it a shot, and it doesn't work out for them. The brain isn't wired right. They can't figure out the math. Something. It's not, I can guarantee you, option writers are not, how do I say this? Every investor there is cannot be an option writer. That's what I really want to say. Even all the option players out there, people who buy and sell options and trade them like crazy, only a fraction of those could actually be option writers. They'll get it. The rest won't get it, or they won't put in the effort. They're looking for the quick buck and they got the 8-second attention span, and that's it. They got nothing else. And this is where you win. This is why you will win, because you are in the 10 percentile of the option players, and even then you're in the top 2 percentile, 3 percentile of option players. You're becoming an option writer in just not only just covered call options, but poor man covered call options, cash secured puts, iron condors, credit spreads, vertical spread, every kind of option trading there is. all kinds of them. You're in all kinds of them, and you're going to find the one area that really appeals to you, and you're going to go into it, and away we go. There you go. All right, now look, 12 minutes till we open. Where are we at? We're up 34 on the Dow. Okay, we're down 0.75 of a point on S&P. That's nothing, and we're down 45 on Nasdaq, 1/4 of a point. Nothing. Okay, oil's up $1.80 a barrel, 79.36. It's been between 75 and 80 now for weeks, and it's just range bound at the moment. There is no shortage of oil anywhere on the planet. You can go into war-torn zones of the world and find gas for your car. All right, so there's no shortage of oil and gas. There's no lineups in Sao Paulo, Brazil, 5 hours long for people to get gas. There's no lineups in Pittsburgh. There's no lineup in Boise, Idaho for gasoline. I mean, more gas stations than you need. And it's still relatively cheap. So there's no shortage. And so the price of oil at 79 is too high. But that's my personal opinion. We'll see if it lasts. SOFI is 7.43 a share this morning. Nothing changed so far of any significance. There was apparently a reiteration. There was an analyst who reiterated their buy rating with a $14 price target. And so that was nice to hear. Pleased to hear about that, this $14 price target. And the analyst basically was quoted as saying, the stock will go to 14 and beyond as soon as Wall Street figures it out. As soon as they figure it out. Figure what out? They figure out SOFI. Well, what about SOFI? Does Wall Street have to figure out? Wall Street has to figure out what SOFI is actually doing to make money. Wall Street hears fintech, bank, chartered bank, and I'm just saying Wall Street in a general way, okay? It doesn't matter to the people in New York or anywhere in the world. If you're a follower of Wall Street lore, you're a Wall Street follower. And the followers of Wall Street think that SOFI is just a bank. They think that their success will come from loan portfolio sizes and loan margins and loans that go bad or go good. That's all they're thinking of SOFI as. They actually believe that's all SOFI is, and they are, of course, sadly mistaken. David, welcome to the channel as a new member. Chillin' with Uncle Bruce level. Nice to have you here. Great to see new members coming into this channel. Welcome, all of you. Look, SOFI is not just a bank. SOFI is not an entity that lends money, and that's all they do. SOFI is actually an entity that helps other financial entities be financial entities. They are crucial to Robinhood's existence. Robinhood would not exist without SOFI. SOFI's back office computer power helps Robinhood do what they do. Robinhood just entered profitability, they say, and it's going to be great and all that. You love them, you hate them, it doesn't matter. SOFI makes money off of Robinhood's business. SOFI makes money off of other financial entities' businesses that you don't know of. There are hundreds of them who depend on SOFI's Galileo system and the other systems they have to make their businesses work. SOFI generates money from 3 different areas, and all 3 are profitable, all 3 are growing. And on top of everything else, SOFI's membership numbers, client numbers are surging. They're over 8 million now. They're going to be 10 million customers of SOFI within the next 6 months to a year. There will be 10 million plus customers of this company. That means they all have debit cards. They likely will have SOFI credit cards. They'll have a checking account, maybe a savings account. They'll have a brokerage account, many of them. Some of them will have their IRAs and 401ks over there. Assets are coming into SOFI by the billions from all kinds of customers all over the U.S. Billions a month are coming into the company, into the holdings of SOFI, the financial corporation. Wall Street does not yet get it. Wall Street thinks, oh, they're a student loan company. That's all. They just do student loans. That's crap. There's nothing there. Yeah, nothing to see. Let's move on. Let's go play with another stock that can go great. It's all right. These folks will be the last ones to figure it out. But by the time they figure it out, this stock is $30 a share. And then they'll look at the company and go, well, finally it matured. Yeah, it finally matured out. It's now $30 stock. It's worthy of a long-term investment now. Yeah, well, you missed the boat from $7.50 to $30, buddy. So enjoy the ride from 30 to 100. You'll make money. Oh yeah, you sure will. But the folks who bought at 7 are going to make a killing between 30 and 100. You will do okay. They will do really well. That's the difference. These analysts, more and more of them are coming out going, I'm trying to tell you what SoFi is, and you people are not listening to me. Or we're trying to tell you that SoFi is more than just a bank, but you just you turn the channel and watch something else before I can get into the other stuff they do. Well, that means there are those who are in the know and those who are not in the know. And if you're around here long enough, you're in the know. That's what this analyst is kind of saying. But, there's only so many words that they are given to make the report. I'm reading between the lines for you to tell you, this is what's going on. This is what this means, right? The stock will break $15 a share before the year is out, I'm sure. It will be high enough that this company will knock off that $750 million convertible debt deal and turn it into stock that has been taken off the street and has now been placed in the hands of long-term institutional investors. The short position of this company might possibly keep going up because the shorters are convinced they rule the roost. This is what you want to hear. This is what you want to know. You want to know that shorters think they control your stock. This is why I love AI so much. C3.ai Inc. or whatever it's called. I love that stock because of the short position. Same here with SoFi's short position. It is massive. And I'm waiting. I'm sitting here going, you know what? In 3 months from now, it is possible within the next 3 months after this quarter is over and they report on the quarter, that would be then late April into May. Somewhere in there, we may have an announcement coming off of SoFi. And it could be the one to really change everything. The announcement would be a capped call financial transaction of a $2.5 billion deal. That's the one I'm wondering about. And that's the one where the conversion is at $12.50 a share if the shares trade at over $16.75 or whatever the hell it is, and the cap call goes all the way to $25 a share. That's the kind of deal that I'm waiting for, because it'll take 200 million shares of free trading stock off the street on top of the 100 million they just took off the street, and add the 170 million that's short, and you got yourself a huge problem if you're a shorter. I mean, it is now a GameStop problem. The short position will be insane. And now we're going to have some real fun around here. And at that point, with the shares reaching the 25 level, Noto and other senior executives start to earn huge, huge stock options, which is the whole point of the exercise. Noto starts earning at 25. He gets more at 30. He gets more at 40. And just like Mr. Musk, who became very wealthy with Tesla stock as it ran up and ran up and ran up, bringing the cap value of the company higher and higher, Mr. Noto is also going to become a very wealthy person. And he will take you with him if you let him. If you let him do this, he will take you with him for a ride that will change your life. And you'll be an option writer of a $20, $25 stock. Then you'll haul in $2, $3, $4, $5 every time you write contracts. And you will now think, like I've been telling you, oh, if I write 100 contracts and bring him 20 grand over here, we could pay off our car that we bought 4 years ago. We can just pay the loan off in full. There's that. That's for the next 3 months. Okay, after that, what are we going to do? Well, the next 20 grand we bring in, we're taking the family to Disney World in Japan, or you're going to Paris to Disneyland, or you're just going to Italy for a month. You're going to spend 20 grand on a nice vacation for the family, whatever. And it's just going to be option premium coming in because you stuck it out back in March 13th, 2024. You were watching the SoFi 746 and you're going, I got to write some cash secured puts on this, or I got to buy this stuff because this is going to 2025 easily. Yeah, and then you can write options on your stock. Congratulations. Welcome, everybody, to the show. I'm so glad you're here. I love it. I love it. I'm glad you're in the house. Let's go, everyone. Thank you. Thank you for these thumbs ups, by the way. Those of you who've been hitting the thumbs ups, thank you. Mike W., I've been a member for 13 months of this man's channel. Take the classes. Mike W. knows. Still here in Missouri, says Klaus. Welcome, everybody. Alberto, Uncle Bruce, we appreciate the FUD. keeps us making money and compounding more shares. Hence yesterday's 8 buyback gave me an additional 400 shares. Dip, baby, dip. I love this. People here make money when stocks go up and when they go down. I love Bruce's rant. Just love it. What can I say? What else is going on? Alberto, Honeybee, compounding free shares. Take everything, give them nothing as per Savage. I'm panning and adding 400 shares weekly via the wonderful, lovable gamblers. You gotta love this. Happy Wednesday, time to fill our pockets, says Mr. Premium of the Option. Welcome all to the show today. We start trading in 2 minutes, and we're going to get going here to see what this market has in store for us. Showing the Dow down just 35 points, nothing really to worry about here. I've got the S&P down up a point. I got NASDAQ down 38. It's a nothing burger. The markets do not want to go lower. The markets actually don't want to go lower. They actually want to go higher. That's what the indication is. They say there's $6 trillion on the sidelines. They, whoever they are, say that there's $6 trillion on the sidelines. That it may or may not come into the market. They say. What you need to understand is this: every time you see some Wall Street hotshot, some headline come out on some financial whatever, and it says that markets are topping out. They might not go any higher. They may have reached their peak. There may be, there may be a sell-off coming. That is you have to think the opposite. You got to start thinking like a George Costanza and start doing the opposite, and understand that, oh my God, we are going to possibly hit new all-time highs. Don't fall for these so-called experts who think they can predict a market with any predictability whatsoever. Don't do it. It's just plain English and common sense of what's going on around here and how markets move up and how markets move down. And you've just got to be in a position where you can take advantage of these markets. And that's where you become an option writer. It's as simple as that. We're opening in a minute. We're on Rocket Lab. We're up a couple of cents. SoFi down a nickel. GameStop down 4. Matterport down a penny. Spire's up a couple of pennies. Apple is down 35 cents. We got nothing going on here. Goldman right now down 23. There's no sell wave here. Cisco down 4 cents. Tesla down 4.40. Arc Innovations down 32. Microsoft up $2.89 now to $418. It's had a very good week. Pfizer up 23. Got a buy recommendation today. HPQ down 9. Alphabet up 46. Amazon up 55. Nvidia's down $9 at $910. Like some disaster. This is unbelievable. Unity down 16. AI down 9 cents. Adobe down a penny. The spiders are up 32. The Qs are down $1. Netflix up 2.43. IBM up 3. Meta up $4. Vanik up down 2. Meta is down 4, I should say. Home Depot up 31 cents. Enphase down 174. Palantir up 6 cents, and Uber down 13 cents. Welcome to the show. Larry Titus is hitting the bells. And I thank you, sir, for the bell ringing that you do for us every day. Everybody, welcome to the party and welcome to the show. Let's get going and make some dough from this market. The gamblers are just crazy out there handing money over like you cannot believe, hand over fist. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you've been here less than 3 months and you're learning all about how options work and how to write, you're on the right track. This is for your rest of your life. This is not a 1 week wonder move. I don't have strategies here to get you rich quick and then you're retired somewhere. That's fantasy. It's not real life. People around here make money the old-fashioned way. They take it off the market every damn day. They just take money off the market. And sometimes they cash in 2 or 3 days in a week. Sometimes they don't cash in for 2 weeks at a time, and then a whirlwind of expiries come through, and all kinds of profits are made. Rollovers are considered and looked at all the time to fix bad trades or to compound winning trades, even bigger winning, into bigger winning trades. It is a license to steal money. It's unbelievable. Well, those of you asking, is this legal? Yes, it is. It's very legal. This option trading, option writing strategies that are going on is the bedrock of many hedge funds in New York, in London, in Frankfurt, in Milan, Italy, Tokyo, Shanghai, Singapore. It is the bedrock of their existence. Writing stock options, equity options, options on indexes, options on all kinds of stuff. The futures market in Chicago is the heart and soul of the farming world. farmers across America and the rest of the world count on the Chicago Board of Trade quotations of corn futures, wheat futures, orange juice futures for you trading places fans. Currencies have options. Bonds have options. The leverage that major banks employ and major hedge funds employ to gamble on a 0.1% move in interest rates will blow your mind if you could understand it. I am keeping you far away from this kind of nonsense. I am keeping you as far away as I can from these multi-leveraged, multi-trillion-dollar trades being done out there, to just bring it back and bring it right down to here, to your level, where you, in your house, in your rec room, in your bedroom, wherever you are, right now you're at a Starbucks hanging out with a friend, wherever you are, you can trade options and write options, and it makes a profound difference on you and your life. And that's why you're not making $1 million a trade around here, because you don't have 10 million to manage. You're managing hundreds, thousands of dollars, maybe 10 grand, 20 grand, 50 grand, 80 grand, 200 grand, 700 grand. You're managing less than $10 million if you're watching me, unless I don't know of some multimillionaires that are hanging around here who never talk to me. I don't know. Most of you are less than $200,000 in total assets, and way less than that. And I'm helping you earn returns that you are not getting from these so-called asset managers that your company has signed up with to handle your retirement money. You're getting reports, and have been for years, some of you, about what kind of returns you're getting. You can't understand the document you're getting. You can't understand the lingo. They're talking in language that you don't. It makes no sense. You throw it in the garbage. You throw it in a filing cabinet. You don't even look at your statements anymore. But for those of you who do look at your statements, you are looking at sub returns that are ridiculously low. You're asking yourself, why is my retirement money not making me more? I thought these were the pros. These were the professionals from so-called investment firms. Why can't I outdo inflation every year? Why can't I make more money in my money than I can make on my own? And you don't know what you're doing. You came into the market 10 years ago, started dabbling, and you make more money buying stock on the open market, and you beat these guys who are managing your retirement and the retirement of all your fellow employees. And you do the math, and you realize that in this company, we have $50 million with these guys, and they're generating this crap return. And we're supposed to look forward in 20 years from now, 30 years from now, to a more comfortable life? How's that possible? I'm going to run out of money. My rent just went up $500 a month. My mortgage just went up $800 a month. Where's this money coming from for the next 20 years in this growth over here, so that I can live 20 years from now? Do you know how much I'm going to spend for groceries 20 years from now? I remember, by the way, when I was a child, my dad would walk out of a grocery store with a paper bag full of food, and he would bitch because it cost more than $10 to fill the paper bag full of food now. This is more than $10. It was $11.50 or whatever it was. Then I remember the $20 grocery bag, the big paper grocery bag, $20 average. You have 5 grocery bags, $100. You tried to buy 5 grocery bags full of groceries for under $100 lately? Unless you're buying, flour. I don't know. I mean, good luck. Good luck. And we got kids. Try to feed them broccoli and nothing but broccoli. Good luck with that one. You're in trouble. And even 5 bags of broccoli will cost you more than $100. Unbelievable. Your retirement account that you have now with 50 grand in it, if it's going to be worth 170,000 when you retire, you are destitute. You are broke. You're in trouble. You're going to be living in your kid's basement if they have you. You might be homeless. I am not kidding. I'm not kidding. There are homeless people today in the US and Canada. There are homeless people today who are generating Social Security and getting a pension and can't afford to live anywhere because their credit rating has been so badly destroyed, no landlord will talk to them. They look so disheveled, nobody wants them near their apartment building. They can't get into senior housing because they're all full up. their kids look at them as losers, or there's a problem with the relationship, which is sad. Then there are those with serious health issues who've drained their retirement money in 2 years. They retired at age 65, and by the age of 67, 68, they were broke because they got ill and they didn't have insurance coverage for the type of issue they had, or they did have insurance and it still drained them into nothingness. It is scary out there. You cannot be one of these millions of people that are showing up all over the place. It's unbelievable. Governments are broke. They will not invest in people. They will invest in military hardware. They'll invest in soldiers, but they will not invest in people because people are losers. So forget about it. They'll kowtow to corporations because corporations make donations. People just keep begging all the time. It's really a bad news situation for politicians. So you got to make your own dough. You got to build your own apps, your own nest egg, and you got to outperform everybody else. You've got to outperform the S&P 500, the Dow, the NASDAQ, and any other money manager. And if you can generate 30, 40, 50% returns per year because you're doing it, then you've got something to rely on when it goes forward. Because there may come a time, and I don't want to scare you, but there may come a time at any time where you find you can't do this anymore because you don't remember your middle name anymore and you all of a sudden are forgetful, or you fell down and broke a hip, God help you, or you got a diagnosis of some disease and now you're in treatment and you're going to be failing and no one else in the house can do what you do. You're the option writer. There is no other option writer. You have got to get going to build your account up now to protect yourself against disaster later. You've got to be prepared. And so I love it when I have one-on-ones and I have both partners on the air at the same time. I got two people who live together. They're empty nesters now, or whatever the situation, and they're now both talking to me in a one-on-one. This is huge. This is a game changer for the household, because if both of you understand what option writing is, you've given yourself a double percentage of success. And I'm really, I'm just praying for that. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you for coming here. SOFI is rising, apparently, says KMO. I got 1,200 SOFI, baby. Let's go. H. Gregory, I'm thumbs up 197. Bruce, you're running on the thumbs ups again. Good morning, friends from Touchgrass. Susan Shops, wow, Wells Fargo downgrades Tesla to 125, which could be an opportunity for you credit spread writers on call contracts. I've been telling you, Tesla is a call credit spread trade. Have been for weeks. The 250 level, the 225 level, there's opportunities there. Month or two out. CC, I appreciate the usable trading suggestions you all post. Thank you. Besides SoFi and Rocket Lab, anyone have recommendations on stocks under $20 a share? Who wants to go into that? Anyone fire away? Who else is here? Honeybee, Flint Creek, good morning to you. Alberto, I sold a few AI for $3.25, just bought back for 2 cents. Thanks to you, beautiful, wonderful, loving gamblers. And Alberto just loves making money. Why not? Lorraine, I have 7,000 SoFi, baby. I'll be writing 70 contracts when I write contracts. Yeah, bringing in $2 a contract, 14 G's every couple of months. Thank you very much. Lorraine, welcome to the party, pal. Nice to have you here. Love it. 753 on SoFi. We seem to be up 4 cents a share right now. At the moment, we're just getting started. Let's fire up this market. See what we got going on. We got the Dow up about 45 points. We got S&P somewhat, down 4. We've got NASDAQ down 45 points. Nothing burger over here, but we're up 44 on the Dow, interestingly. Oil up 186 today. On the favorites that we like to follow, Spire at 12.08 a share. I think they're trying to close their 833,000 share offering around the 12.25 mark. That are probably working on finishing that off. NVIDIA is at 900 right now, down $19 after that, $60 gain yesterday? Insanity. Low today was 892. We're now at 900, still down $19 on the stock. We've got Uber up 35 cents. SoFi at 749, 750. GameStop 1488 up 16 cents. We're pushing 15 again on GameStop. Rocket Lab 442 is up 8 cents. AI up 13 cents, up 38 $4.81. Spider's down 29. Q's down 190. Apple down 123. Enphase off 83 cents. The AMD shares are down $7. Adobe's up $4.70. Netflix down $1.23. Tesla down $3.14. Matterport 194 up 2 cents. So make it 195. Smart Rent at 277.5 unchanged. Owens Corning up 165. ATIP up 42 cents to 666. Unity at 26.48 up 51 cents. Google up $1.80. Moderna up 49. Cisco down 15 cents. Pfizer up 25. IBM down 70. HPQ up 15 cents. Microsoft down $1.45. The all-time high for Microsoft is $4.20. We're at $413.83. And just last week, we were sitting at a low of about $4.02 at $413.70 now. So Microsoft has had another good week. ME at 52 cents. Nothing going on here. Amazon 175.93 up 54. Home Depot up 298. Vanik Semiconductors down 397. Goldman Sachs up 157. Boeing is down 23 cents at 184. You can do cash. You can do credit spreads on calls. Call credit spreads on Boeing. 220, 240, 210, 230, anywhere in that range. Knock yourself up. Meta Platforms down 356 at $496. You've got to do put credit spreads on Facebook. Be about 100 behind on that stock. Target down 113 a share. JP Morgan up 51 cents. Costco down 5.76. We got Walmart down 42 cents. Disney is up $1.03. American Airlines down 6 cents. AMC is up 6.5 cents. At DraftKings up 119. Royal Caribbean up $2 at 131. Royal Caribbean and Norwegian and Carnival were all upgraded by, I forgot who it was, JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, one of the big boys. They upgraded all three. I took a look at the books on Royal Caribbean this morning, and they got $20 billion in long-term debt, where their debt is all junk rated. Their shareholder equity is $4.5 billion, a third of what it was before the pandemic. And the folks at this brokerage firm are saying to the world it's going to 160 a share from 125. Ridiculous. They are so into Royal Caribbean's business with their bond portfolios. They cannot see the sky at all. They are lost in a fog over at that brokerage company. I look at that stock and go, you've got to be freaking kidding me. They'll be lucky to make $5 a share profit. Lucky. And the stock is going to be trading at 80 times earnings. I mean, it's stupid. I don't know the exact number. It is ridiculous. An absolute joke, an insult to investors' common sense. The stock right now is a 20-time earnings stock at $160 a share. This will be a $33, $35 PE multiple stock with $20 billion in debt that is junk rated. And if rates go higher, and they can go higher, there's no guarantee that we have rate cuts and we stay here. We could have some rate cuts and then jack them up to 7%, and these bonds will have to pay 12% interest, which is $2.5 billion a year in interest costs, $200 million a month, and a hike in interest rates to 7 or 8% wipes out the U.S. economy to growth, wipes it out, and that takes cruising right off the map for any family out there. And that's how precarious this is. And yet, 131 a share, they're recommending it to 160. Asinine. There's a way better places, way better, safer places to go than that for your money. They recommend Carnival, and they recommend and Norwegian as well. You got to be kidding me. Insanity. Anyway, what can I say? That's it. A dude is saying, Bruce, I've been buying another company that's been doing note offerings for years. MSTR, they used the technique to go from a $2 billion market cap to $24 billion market cap. Flint Creek, good morning, Honeybee and Nala and Beach and Larry and Alberto. Z Estate, Bruce, I am number 206. Z Estate, RIOT. Dude, would love to see SoFi keep doing public note offerings and use the money to go bigger and acquire other fintech companies for their member growth. It wouldn't surprise me if this were to happen. It really wouldn't surprise me at all. They raised another $2.5 billion on another one of these next quarter. Then they're sitting on this mountain of cash, and they come up with a takeover target, and they need $5 billion in cash to buy it. Wall Street will hand them $5 billion like that. It's a nothing burger. It's a no-brainer. SoFi is going to 20, 30, and 40 a share. They're going to be one of the big boys on the block. There's no doubt about it. My mind, dude, ridiculous indeed. Just Boeing, we bail out these zombie companies. Alberto resold out of the money for an additional $239 on AI. Uncle Bruce, it does get boring taking this money from these gamblers. I'm just so bored. Flint, good morning to you. I want all of you to become really bored and make $30,000 a month from your option writing portfolio. I want you to be all bored making that kind of money. Then my work here is done. Giddy up. Welcome, everybody, to the show. And welcome to the channel where we like to make dough. It's as simple as that. We've got now the thumbs up meter. Let's take a look here. 201. This is awesome stuff, man. Thank you, everybody. 209 thumbs ups. If you're watching me around the world, let me know where are you watching me from today. Say hi to me. Tell me what city, what country are you at? What's your high temperature going to be today? Are you guys getting winter or summer or what? And hit the thumbs up button as well for me. Do me a favor. Hit that sucker and give our channel a little more momentum with YouTube. You guys have been great. You're always great with this, with these thumbs ups. I appreciate you so very much. Brad, I feel like it's a good time for a few iron condors. I recently set up Microsoft 435, 455, and 370, 350 for a $620 credit. And I did Google 150 70s and 131 10s for a 565 credit. Where are the folding arms emoji? I'm folding my arms now. Brad, well done. It can be done, and it can be very lucrative to put these together. Some of you are doing multiples of these condors. You'll do 10 at a time. You'll bring in $620 credit times 10. That's $6,200 in credit. You'll do 10 of those Googles. You'll bring in $5,650 credit. Combine the two, 12 grand just came in the house. Nice. If in a month from now you're buying all this back for less than half price, you just made yourself $7,000 in a month. Does that pay bills? You do this for a few months in a row, again and again and again, and it changes things. It really makes a difference. Your day job's days are numbered. You may become one of those people that says to your boss, "I can only work part-time now. I can't work full-time anymore. I can only work from home." Your boss will go, "Nobody here does that. We don't. No. You have to leave. You have to. Okay. I'll be on my way. I'll take my retirement savings with me. I'll take my 401k with me and my IRA with me, and I'll self-manage it on top of what I'm managing now. Because what you're managing now is bringing you $7,000-8,000 a month. Now you're going to manage this and add $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 a month into your retirement plan, and what you're doing outside the retirement plan. For some of you out there, you figured it out, like Pat-Man. Neat. You figured it out that I'm going to borrow money against my 401k. I got a 401k. It's got 80 grand in it. I'm going to borrow $40,000 against that sucker. And I'm going to pay it back over 3 years with competitive interest rate. And I'm going to use that 40 grand to write options. I'm going to do cash secured puts. I can do 40 SOFI $10 cash secured puts for Jan 2026 and haul in what, $4? Is that what you can get for those? It's pretty good money. I'm going to bring in this cash. This is the kind of cash I want to bring in from my retirement account to the outside. I move the money from there to my personal account. I'm writing options on it, and I can use that money for whatever I need to pay bills. Hello. That's not a bad idea. Yeah, 405 last trade on the 10s. At least that's what I'm showing. Thank you very much. I'm going to do 40 of those. That's 16 grand I'm bringing in against my $40,000. I'm bringing in 16,000 in cash. What am I going to do with that cash? I know. I'll use some of that money to make the monthly payments for the loan I took from myself. I need to pay myself $13,000 a month for 3 years to pay myself back $40,000 and interest. So I'm going to need $1,000 a month. I'm going to need $1,200 a month. I'm going to need $1,500 a month. Well, here's $16,000 in cash that I just got from that $40,000 I borrowed. So there's my payments here. It's not costing me any money out of my lifestyle. No. Thank you very much. At the end of 3 years, I do these rollovers and bring in this capital. The loan is paid off. There's 40 grand back in my 401k. I have these the ability to keep writing cash secured puts here because I got the 40 grand outside working for me. Yeah, hello. I've just added wealth to my world. And are you able to use the cash balance in your 401k to buy SOFI or to buy AI shares and write options on those? So you're bringing option revenue in your 401k as you're paying into your 401k and managing the money outside of your 401k. Yeah, you're becoming an asset manager. I'm getting you to think where can you get assets from to manage. Do you have equity in your house? Have you got 100,000 equity, 200,000 equity in your house? 150 on it from years ago. Can you borrow against your house for 7, 8, 9% interest? So what? You can take 100 grand and start writing cash secured puts on stocks, or you can do credit spreads with 100 grand. You can take a position of 20 grand on Nvidia, 20 grand on Microsoft, 20 grand on Apple, 20 grand on SPYs. You're bringing in 8, 10, 12,000 a month in premiums. That'll pay the 9% mortgage payment. I mean, that's not a problem. Second mortgage, that's paid up. Hello, this is outside money from not sheltered. This is money you can live on. This is money you can quit a job on. It's a whole, just, I'm trying to get you to change your viewpoint here. What assets have you got that you can use to bring income in from option writing? It's a conservative strategy. Buy IBM stock for all I care and write call options on your IBM stock and haul in a 12% or 14% or 16% annual yield to you from IBM stock and premiums, dividends and option premiums. The stock's been going up, by the way, which doesn't hurt. Or buy Apple stock at 170, whatever it's trading at, and now become a long-term holder of Apple stock and write 180s, 185s, 190s, good for 3 months. Check the option chain. Write contracts, watch them shrink out, write again. Hold Apple forever if you want. Change your life and don't get caught with assets that don't make you money. It is a crime. It is a complete crime. It should be taught in school. It should be taught as a curriculum for students starting in high school, that you do not just hold stock in an account and wait for something good to happen. No, you don't wait for management to make more money with that company. You make your stock make you money while you're holding it. You've got to be paid to hold this stuff. It's costing you money in something else. No, it's time for you to be paid. The fun and games are over. Thank you all for being here. I love the fact that you're saying hi to me. This is great, telling me where you're watching me from. This is good stuff. Let's see here. Hector, Uncle Bruce, I'm still receiving your show via internet signal in the Mexican Riviera. 1 more month, temperature day from 25 to 31 Celsius. Rock and roll, buddy. Torben moved from Denmark to Norway. This land is so beautiful. Living the dream. Rock and roll. 221 thumbs up. Thank you, Torben, for being here. Thank you. Larry, high of 71 here in Washington, baby. It's going to be beautiful. Not a lurker. Dude, good morning. How are the sick family members going here? 2 more days. Melvin, Eastern North Carolina at 75, sunny. Nice. That's golf weather. Not a lurker. Larry Titus, good morning. Hector, neat. Larry, good morning. Not a lurker. Dude, well, Uncle Bruce finally got some bad news. We got a 24-hour stomach bug, and that makes me the third. Luckily, no one else seems to be affected. Getting well, an extra day in Hong Kong. Hang in there. Savage, good morning, my fellow simpletons and degenerates. I hope everyone's doing well today and is making a few shekels in the market. Dude goes on to say, Nala, it hit me. I'm now the sick family member. Patman, Northern Colorado is where I am. Not a lurker. Dude, oh no, not you. And yet, you can still write options if necessary. You're not out of the picture yet, so there you go. Melvin, neat. There you go. The Knights of Me must be honored. Thank you all for joining us today from wherever you're located, wherever you are. I'm so glad you're here with us. I hope you're having fun with these markets and you're learning something today. We have 228 of you now with a thumbs up here. Thank you all for nailing that thumbs up button for us. This is good stuff. Bagel Babe, I love jumping on the live stream, and I'm already seeing 200 plus thumbs ups for Uncle Bruce. Thank you. All of you who are hitting the thumbs up button, thank you all. Alberto, Uncle Bruce, what do you think I did with my premium? Yeah, 20 more Tesla shares and 100 SOFI. Oh, I'm going to take a nap now. I'm so bored. Luca, neat. White feather, feel better, dude. Get better out there. Thank you all for being here. We've got a 25-cent game going on GameStop right now. GameStop is at $14.97. And that $15 level, here it is, being hit again. We've already hit 518 today. So, yeah, we're going through 15 today on your GameStop. The earnings report, March 26, 13 days, they report. So there might be a run-up between now and then. I don't know. Rocket Lab is up 8 cents to 442. We got SoFi at 745, down 3 measly cents. That's all. It's just down 3, poised and ready, locked and loaded. Anytime you want to go, we're happy to see it happen. 745 right now on SoFi. We're down 8.5 on S&P. We're down 91 on NASDAQ, but we're up 62 on the Dow right now. Mixed market as of this moment in time. The Big M says buzzer. You know what that means.
That was easy.
That was easy, baby. Yeah, that was easy. Giddy up, everybody. Well done. Uber up 56 cents. NVIDIA is back to $8.90 a share, down $29. Welcome to the world of NVIDIA trading. $12.31 on Spire, up 47 cents. Spire is increasing its float by issuing a redistribution of 833,000 shares. That's a good thing for the stock and its trading ability. It's a much better thing. I would love to see Spire come out in about a week or 2 or 3 with a convertible debt offering with a cap call transaction added to it. I would love to see something like that. But then again, there are so few shares outstanding. They really don't have to buy any back. So it's going to be interesting to see how this thing plays out. I really wonder how that's going to go. Stock is moving higher. There's a $26 target price on it from an analyst. So far, that person said this at $7 a share. Now it's at $12.31. So far, so good. Only just a month or two. Anyway, there you go. Dude, thanks, Uncle Bruce and everyone. It's no fun getting sick on vacation, though. It's just no fun. Yeah, it is. What can we say? You're exposed to food items you're not usually exposed to in a foreign land. What can I say? We're up 70 on the Dow now. Aspire up 47. NVIDIA down 28 at 890. Uber up 56. SoFi down 1 cent, not 746. SoFi is about to go green. GameStop in 1498. Rocket Lab 442 up 8. AI is down a quarter. We got Spiders down 75 cents. We got the Qs down 348. We have Apple down 157. Enphase down 101. AMD down 822. Adobe is up 230 a share. I'm watching other stock here. Anything else notable to worry about? Nothing dramatic here. Home Depot up 380 a share. Vanik down 520. Meta, Facebook down 740 at 492, and Costco down 638 a share. There you go. We're watching a lot of stuff here. The party continues, and the strategy is the same. We write options and let them expire worthless, or let them depreciate dramatically, and we take the change off the table.
That was easy.
It's so easy to do this. Giddy up, everybody. Zeta State, beautiful British Columbia, 2 degrees, bone chilling cold here right now. Cody, yes, Uncle Bruce, yes, I've been screaming since I got here that they need to teach investing in retirement in school. That's why I link the channel everywhere I can. Not a lurker. Dude, did you get pictures of your travels to share? Honeybee, Uncle Bruce, is a cap call transaction a brand new type of financial instrument? It's not brand new, but it's certainly catching the eye of the bond market, and certainly the corporate bond market where higher yields live. The IPO market, the initial public offering market, has dried up. There are very few companies trying to go public right now. Right now, Reddit is trying to go public, and it's one of a few that are being talked about. They're having a hell of a time. They'll make it, but there used to be 2 or 3 public companies a day going public, like a new public company every day, but we're not seeing it anymore. And so existing companies that need capital, they can't go to the brokerage firms and say, hey, we want to raise a bunch of money by selling 50 million shares to the public. The brokers are going, we can't raise that kind of money. The money has gone into the bond market. The loose cash is in the markets, yes. We're at all-time highs, but with a select number of stocks The Magnificent Seven are stealing most of the money. The next top 20 companies are getting investment money from investors. But Russell 2000s, they're not setting new highs every week. And we don't have a bunch of new companies coming out. So the guys in the bond department are going, we got to raise money. We got to make commissions. We got to make fees. We got to offer something to our bond traders that is not just interest rates. It's got to be something more. And there are select investment entities out there, many of which are hedge funds around the world, that are very open to new ideas. And the idea of offering SOFI, financing into SOFI that's convertible into stock at $9.45 a share, if the shares break $12.29 and with a maximum of $14.54 pricing, this attracts a bunch of institutional investors. And when SOFI says we only need $750 million, we don't even need it. We don't need $750 million. We're offering to issue $750 million in debt. That's all, with a little option on top of that. So they netted out $835 million or whatever the hell it was. It's a nothing burger deal. That thing got snapped up like that. That's gone. That got taken out. Uber raised $1.7 billion. They could have raised $2.7 billion. Now we have Coinbase going for a billion. They should be going for $5 billion, but they're only going for $1 billion. But these are cap call transaction financing, convertible into stock at set prices based on what the stock will do, blah, 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 blah. Well, that shows the street that if Wall Street was willing to put in hundreds of millions of dollars or billions of dollars into a stock, one company, there's something there. And yes, Wall Street is very well connected, and these institutions are very smart, and they're very detail oriented, and they know, they do their research behind the scenes. And they realize the future of SOFI is huge. And this deal is a 3 to 5 year financing deal. This stock isn't $7.43 in 5 years. I mean, are you kidding me? No way. So yeah, they want in. They can't buy $1 billion worth of Coinbase or Uber or SOFI and not move the market. It's impossible. If a buyer came in to try to buy 100 million shares of SOFI, they'd run this market up to $15 a share. There's not enough paper to stop it from moving that high because it would create buyers on top of the buyers. Everyone watching this thing with a microscope, people are watching SOFI right now. This thing jumps 40, 50 cents in one day. All hell will break loose with a bunch of other people. This thing jumps a couple of bucks and we got action. We moved to $11, $12. This is going to 15. So Wall Street knows we can't get in with big money on some of these stocks, but we can do it this way. We can do it through a cap call financial transaction instead. This is a way for us to put some billions behind some of these guys and take a position. And that's what the street loves. Because when the street realizes, holy crap, $750, $830 million into SOFI with a 945 pricing, that's a lot of paper. That's impressive. That's going to screw the short sellers. Like, you do the math and you do the investigation of what's going on, and the institutional investors, they know this. They know that if we put in 800 plus million into SOFI, we're screwing the short sellers. They don't know that yet. We do. We're screwing these guys. 170 million short. Watch this. We're going to get these guys. Just let us set the table. We're just going to set the table. We're not saying anything. We're not even going to talk about it. It's really quiet. We're just nothing to see here. Everything's fine. No problem at all. Just, get the check in there. Yeah, let them do their thing. Let SOFI pay off those $320 million in preferreds and get rid of that $40 million interest. Yeah, finish the first quarter. We got 18 days to go. That's all fine. Then we're 5 weeks away from the earnings report. We'll probably have a revision. Yeah, that'll be great. And then all hell breaks loose, and the stock goes to 9, 10, 11, 12, and these shorters are going, what? And they're $5 upside down on 170 million shares. What? Yeah, it's going to get worse. That's right. It's like a mousetrap. It's just sitting there. It's just, a little piece of cheese on it. It's okay. It's all fine. There you go. There we have it. All right. Isn't this fun? I'm having a good time. Hector, Coinbase cap call rattled their stock price. Please call their shareholders and explain it to them. The stock should go down or up. What's it doing? Well, yeah, it went down to 252. Now it's at 263. Let's see here. I would avoid this thing. This is volatile to say the least. I do not know how this will all pan out. Yeah, in the end, it's going to be a cap call deal, but it's not a 200 million share cap call deal. It's a $1 billion deal on a $62 billion company. This is a nothing burger when it comes to the size of the offering and the number of shares involved. Unlike SoFi with 830 million at 945, that's a lot of stock compared to Coinbase at 260 a share. If they do their swap at 325 a share to raise $1 billion at 325 a share, it's not a lot of stock. Is that 3 million shares? It's not a lot of paper. SoFi, we're talking 100 million paper, 80 million paper. They got to move a lot of paper to pull this thing off, all the way up to $15 a share. So yeah, this is a difference, big difference. TJ says it looks like Sunday's going to be around 19 around here. Dude, I've got some great pictures. Yes, I'll share them as soon as I can. Zeta State, what happened to the manager? Dude, I'll say the skyline at night of Hong Kong is very beautiful. What a city. Cody, Honeybee, yeah, my research into cap call hints to me that it's not new, but not super well known either. TJ taking the top down. Beach Boy, Alberto, nice little move there, Primo. Hi, how are things? Running smooth when you know how to write options and compound on it, and not a lurker behaves. Speak SoFi softly and carry a big stick, Primo. Alberto Beachy, it does become boring for sure. I'm setting a few cover strangles on Tesla at midday today, taking all, giving nothing. Brian, number 241, good morning. Why does one analyst give the stock a $6 price target and the stock drops 13% in a few months back, and now they get a $14 one and nothing happens? What's up with that? Yeah, well, panic is easier to create than greed. That's exactly it. Greed only kicks in when they see it move. A lot of the market players out there are sheep. They follow the herd. They don't lead. That's the difference. And you have to be able to read the herd's direction before the herd figures it out. And that's what I try and do, and that's what other analysts are doing. But look, it's easier to create fear than it is to create optimism. And that's the difference why stocks do what they do. And that's why the rich get richer, because they fold their arms and watch the show and they chuckle. They chortle away as people kill themselves to try to get a 1% edge here and there, and they lose nothing but money. Not a lurker, Beach Boy, the day is still early, but Dad already spanked me this morning. And DQ had to tell Dad that I was misbehaving at the early show. Beach Boy, I got the lemon pie coming tomorrow. Arms crossing is hard, man. This is tough. TJ, Zeta State, I definitely would if I was in Vancouver on a slow vacation. Southeast Asia at the moment. Beach Boy, where is DQ? There can only be one. Cody, can you clear this up for me, Uncle Bruce? If Wall Street can't come in here and buy 100 million shares without moving the market, then how can the broker who is underwriting the deal buy 100 million? Okay. The brokerage firm is sitting on client money. For example, if you have an account, say at JP Morgan, JP Morgan is sitting on $2.5 trillion of assets. Okay, JP Morgan can go to the Fed and pull 100 billion like that anytime they need it. They don't need it, but they could. They could pull 500 billion from the Fed if they needed it. So JP Morgan or Goldman Sachs, multi-trillion dollar players, make a deal with a SoFi for $750 million with an option all the way up to $850, whatever the heck it is. That's a nothing burger deal. These guys are constantly doing $5 and $10 billion financings. They are funding the United States government. The government of the United States is coming out with $60 billion of bonds this week. The Goldman Sachs, the JP Morgans, the Goldman's, all of them. I mean, name them all. The top 20. They'll buy up $60 billion in government debt like that, and then they'll parse it off to all their mutual fund and pension fund clients like that. This $1 billion deal, $800 million deal for SoFi, this is but a drop of water in a hot skillet. This is a nothing burger. Not a lurker's laughing. Dude, when you get back home, no rush, get better. Lorraine, 52 degrees in Manhattan, going up to 61 today. Brian, Uncle Bruce, that response is exactly why we come back day after day to watch you, and my wife thinks I'm nuts listening to someone's random uncle. What can I say? Fool of a Chuck, good morning from Cincinnati. 52 degrees and sunny, high of 73 today. There you go. Yeah, so 100 million shares of SoFi at $7-8 a share. It's a nothing burger. 700-800 million bucks. They got paid 78.8 million. Is it Goldman Sachs who did this deal for SoFi, the cap call transaction? SoFi paid $78 million for their call option. So the broker takes $78 million and buys stock. Well, that's 10 million shares at $7.80 a share, if I got my number right. They buy 10 million shares for cash. Now they can borrow against that stock double as much easily, if not triple. Now they got 30 million shares. Stock goes to $15 a share. Those 30 million shares are worth double of what they're paying for them, kind of. They can borrow again and buy another bunch of stock. This is a no-brainer to deliver this deal. It's a nothing. They've already got the 100 million. They're putting a little of their capital into it. This is a no-brainer. They're writing calls against this stuff. They're writing cash secured puts themselves. Everyone is in on this through derivative trades. SoFi stock is getting leveraged up through derivative trading on the options market and off the options market. This call option that SoFi bought is not on the options market. It's not one of the options you can buy. It's a created derivative just for SoFi by their broker. There are probably hundreds of others out there for all kinds of other institutional investors all over the world on SoFi. And when the shares begin to run, these amplified dollars come back into the game here and take it even higher and faster. This is a nothing burger to move it to $15. It's a nothing burger. Just stick around for the show. Just stick around. Are we having fun here? I sure hope so. Lurker, fool of a took. Good morning. Not a lurker. Stock markets with Bruce. Uncle Bruce, did you say all my cousins to like and subscribe? Did you tell them all to do that? Splair, all right, just in case. I'm wishing everyone here, including Auntie Jen, a relaxed Wednesday. Brian, how is the Tesla, Uncle B? Did you see the new Model 3? It's a good-looking car. And I haven't seen the Model 3 in real life yet that I'm aware of. Love the Tesla. I'm driving a Model Y. Fantastic. It's so much fun when a relative comes down to visit us, a visitor, and the first time they're in the car and I punch it. Oh, it's fun. They have no idea what's going to happen. Oh, it's great. Love the Tesla. Tons owes funds, indeed. The Dow's up 122. We're climbing. S&P's only down 6.6. We're coming up. We're down 90 on NASDAQ, down half a percentage point. Oil up $2 a barrel. SoFi 746, 747, almost at the break-even level. Look at Uber up 122. Nvidia still at 889, down $29, $30. But this is a nothing burger now. $30 move either way for Nvidia. Normal day. You divide that stock by 10, make it an $88 stock, $89 stock, then it's moving $2.79. You divide that by another 10 and make it an $8.91 stock. We're moving 27 cents. This is a nothing burger. We're moving 19 cents on GameStop at $15 a share. That's dollars in the hundreds of dollars level. So this is all relative. This is all normal. We're up 60 cents on Spire. Rocket Lab up 2.5. AI down 19. Apple down 236. Adobe up 220. Netflix up 128. Tesla still down 540 at 172. The shakeout continues over at Tesla. That's how this game works. All right, we continue on. We use stocks as instruments to write options on or options against. We let the stocks fluctuate. We're not going to sell them anyway if we like the company, and we then write options against it. And that's the income level we bring in. We keep doing it. Cody, thanks so much. I know they can afford it. I was just wondering at the how, but I get it. I guess the big money point paints the tape however they want. Dude, fool of a took, ever so Jungle Gyms love that place. Okay, real. When will SoFi get revised earnings? Don't know yet. Waiting. Brian, I took my daughter to her first NHL hockey game last night, Calgary versus Colorado. She had a blast, and so did I. She's only 3. Colorado crushed them. Good times. I want to do this all the time. This is why I write. There you go. Yeah, Jen and I used to be season ticket holders of the Calgary Flames in our late 20s and 30s. Before Child. Then once Child showed, that was the end of that. We took our child to a few games, but she didn't care. It wasn't a big deal to her. And so that was it. We were no longer season ticket holders a few years after she was born. That was the end of that. But those are good times indeed, and the team was a good team. Luckily for us, in our late 20s and early 30s, they were a very good hockey club. So those are good times. Anyway, there it is, kids. Welcome to the party, to the show. Thank you for hitting the thumbs up buttons for us, and thank you for those of you subscribing to this channel. Those of you who have upgraded your membership to Gold Bagel level, do not forget tonight, 7 o'clock Eastern time, prime time live with your buddy Uncle Bruce, 7 o'clock Eastern for Gold Bagel members. Come on in and join us. Love to have you with us. 249 thumbs ups and counting. Thank you so very, very much for this. Anyone out there can give us a thumbs up. Please help us out. Congratulations to those of you who are taking classes, who have decided that you are going to completely change your world and get out from that day job that is holding you back. You really want to give it up. I congratulate you for taking the first step and bringing some classes into your world. They're about an hour and a half to 2 hours each. You can watch them as many times as you want. There's no tests, no quizzes, and each class builds on each one. Each class builds on top of the other one, on top of the other one, on top of the other one. And I congratulate you all for making the move to decide, this is it. I'm changing the game plan. I'm no longer going to play the game it used to be played. I'm now going to control my destiny. I can manage my own money a lot better than someone else can. And I'll tell you, the minute you take over your account, whether it's your 401k, your Roth, or whatever, your RSPs, whatever, your retirement funds at work, if you can transfer them into your RSPs in Canada and self-manage them, once you do that, you've walked away from probably 2 to 3% management fees that are built into your account that are taking returns away from you. That's the first move you've made. The second move you're going to make is now you're in control of what you do with your money and how you operate it. And this is liberating, and you may find that you'll be shocked. Some of you will be surprised that you now are controlling $100,000, $200,000. You didn't realize this is what my account is actually worth. But at that level, it's not big enough to quit my job on. I can't live off of this, and you want to build it until you're a certain age and then withdraw. So you might as well make it worth millions. Well, get started now and start compounding money. Again, for those you Americans are offered so many opportunities by your government and the IRS. You're allowed to get your hands on your money through loan arrangements. This is unbelievable. Canadians can't do this. Where you can get money out of a retirement fund into your hot little hands, and you can pay off the $10,000 credit card, get rid of that $5,000 credit card, invest the rest into option writing and income generation, and you've just lowered your cost of living by knocking off those credit cards, which turns around and is the loan that you're giving yourself banking your retirement, and you're using the rest of your money to grow your portfolio to eventually quit your damn day job, because your cost of living is dropping as you're paying off high debt. Your retirement account is growing as you're paying it off, and you're growing this pot of money as well. It's a whammy, a triple whammy that is coming your way. What an opportunity you folks have to really change your lives. But man, you got to have the knowledge. It would help. Oh my gosh. Dude, it's great to know my vacation will be paid for by options shrinkage. You got to love this. Beach Boy, dude, that's the only way to vacate, dude. Hector, neat. That's it. Right there. Thank you again, everybody. We now have on the thumbs ups meter, last report, 252. Thank you, everybody. It's time, I think, to honor the Knights of Ni. There is a power at play here that some of you do not fully comprehend what is going on. You think that Uncle Bruce alone is the way to make money. Uncle Bruce knows one thing. If there's one thing Uncle Bruce knows, one thing is that these people right here, even if you're a well-meaning crusader, you cannot upset the Knights of Ni without honoring them and bringing them what they require. Do not make the Knights of Ni angry. You're not going to want you don't want to see this in your dreams. You don't want to see this in your nightmare. Welcome to the party. Enjoy the good times and become an option writer and honor the Knights of Ni. Or you're just taking your life in your hands. Unnecessary risks, not needed. I mentioned the Knights of Neat, and look at how many people respond to this. JR is here, Juan is here, TJ, Richard Carlin, DH, they know. It's time to honor the Knights of Neat. John Gill, Melvin, Cody, all you newbies better be doing this. If you're not doing this, you're risking disaster for your portfolio. Brian, Beach Boy, Zeta State, dude, go to where the emojis are located. You've got that little smiley face there, and you'll find the Neat emoji right there, and start popping up the knee emoji. Get them out there, and let the Knights of Knee know that you are aware of their ultimate power, of their unforgiving nature, and that you will obey the Knights of Knee without getting caught. Beach Boy knows, Zeta State knows, dude, Nico, Larry, they all know. The Big E is always here with the knee emojis. It's a hidden secret that this channel has. No other channel does. No other channel does. That's why they fail. That's, I think they fail. I don't know. I know people here are happy. Savage at Wall Street. First week of April, taking the family to Reno for 7 days. Well-deserved vacation. Kids want to see some snow, and Dad wants to play at some casino. Even the mother-in-law is tagging along. Thank you, gamblers. How about them, apples? Yes, sir. Something tells me that Savage at Wall Street will not be staying at a Motel 6 when he goes to Tahoe. Something tells me that during the day, the kids can play in the snow, and then when they get back to the hotel, they can play in the indoor heated pool and jacuzzis. I have a feeling that is most likely. Brian, Uncle Bruce, your last couple of short videos had over 10,000 views. That is awesome. Well done, sir. You're breaking through to more people. It is interesting, isn't it, how the channel has really lit up in the last couple of weeks, putting out some content on the SoFi story and everything else. Yeah, it's definitely working. Deep value, neat, Cody. Yeah, I saw that too. By the way, you are really coming on. Odin's Pumpkin, neat. Nice job there, Uncle B. I do the best I can. I never know when a video is going to do anything. You just don't know. I do the best I can with what little I have. Try to tell you the facts. Try to give it to you in a sensible way, so that you kind of understand what's going on, because others out there are desperately trying to explain some of these transactions and are having a tough time doing it, leaving viewers more confused than when they came in. At the end of the day, when these SoFi shares do their thing, and they will, you'll know why. You'll know why. You'll go, yeah, I remember. He told us this months ago. He's been talking about this SoFi thing and this financing thing a long time ago, and now here it goes. And yeah, I know exactly why it's moving up. The rest of the world will wonder, why is it going higher? What happened? What happened? They don't understand the deal. It's okay. Say hello to Auntie Jen from Lurker. Splair, I said that some little viewers for newcomers are helpful. Didn't I say that? These videos are helpful. Yes, they do help a lot. I don't like making videos for no good reason. I don't like to do that. I don't feel like I feel I only want to make a video when I have something to tell you that is important to you. Although some on YouTube say, oh, you should do this all the time. I don't want to do stuff just for clickbait reasons. That's not good enough. I'm here live every day. You can join here anytime you want. Watch at double the speed on the rerun, whatever you want to do. Participate as much as you want with this channel. I so appreciate how many of you are joining me now live every day. It's fantastic. And hopefully I'm able to help you make money. That's the bottom line. Best sign the channel's growing are those trolls coming in here in the first hour to discuss other channels. Hector, Uncle Bruce gives great shorts. There you go. Oh, wow. We do what we can with what little we have, folks. It's not easy, but we try. Let's see what's going on here on this market. I'm just looking at headlines and everything else. Got so much to watch. We're down 2 cents on Rocket Lab. We're waiting for that one to pop. SoFi ready for it to go. 743. GameStop up 16 at 14.88. We did touch 15 today. 15.18, I think. Matterport up about a half a penny. 23andMe almost up a penny. Spire up 68 cents. We've got ATIP up 9. SmartRent down 3. Apple is down 226. We are up on Goldman 350. Cisco down 15, Tesla down $5, Arc Innovations 84 cents higher. Microsoft down 220, actually coming back on a bit. Pfizer up 55, HBQ up 34, Alphabet up 121, up to 125. Amazon up 103. Nvidia's down still $29 a share at 889.59. The all-time high 974. 52-week low 233. We're not going back there. We're reloading for another run. Unity up 71 cents. AI down 34. Adobe up 240. Spiders are down 38. The Qs are down 309. And Netflix up 135. IBM holding 197.27 with a high of 199.18 lately. We're down 51 cents at the moment, very close to the all-time, or at least 52-week record high. Let's just say that 52-week high. Meta Platforms, Facebook down 4.99. The high was 5.23. It's now 4.94.85. Not that far off the top. Vanik Semiconductors, the high was 239.14. We're at 223, down $16 at 4.87. I think we're reloading for another run. Home Depot 379, up 469, all-time high 385. Enphase, or at least 52-week high, I should have said on Home Depot. Enphase 119.69, the high of 231, the low of 73. That's got a long way to go. It's down 127 right now. Palantir at 24.78, the high was 27.50. The low in the last year, 7.28. We're at 24.77, up 7 cents. Uber 79.31, up 99 cents. The all-time high, 82.14, just set last week, I think it was. We're at 79.31, right near the high, and we're going to go higher. You can count on that with this stock and their cap call transaction financing. It will go higher. Wouldn't surprise me if they did another one. They could do another one at a much higher level on Uber. They might come out and say, yeah, we're doing another one convertible at 100 and 100, and if it goes over 130, and we're going to run it all the way to 200. That could happen. That could happen on Uber. They could go after $2 billion, $2.5 billion, $3 billion. They did $3 billion at 200 a share. They would take 150 million off the street. Whew. Oh, that would be something. Anyway, there you go. What can I say? All right. What else? Savage of Wall Street. That's exactly it, Uncle Bruce. How do you know? Laugh out loud. I'm also going to put all my spend on the player's card and charge everything to the room to keep my status with the casino and get my meals, rooms comped. Good to be king. Yes, he's not going to be in a Motel 6. That's for darn sure. Splair, I understand that as well, but sometimes there has to be some kind of introduction for someone who has no time but wants to change something. Not a lurker. That video was spot on, Uncle Bruce. Splair, and that somehow people have to start somewhere without watching 2 to 10 hours in 1 week to understand what we're doing. Definitely hard. You have to want it. You have to want this. Not a lurker. Everyone forgot that Uncle Bruce is lurking around. From GameStop days, laughing out loud, says the lurker. Spirit, in that way, we are definitely doing better, by the way, and I can explain easily what we do with 1 or 2 video sharing here. Splair, I have that GameStop reminder almost daily opened in front of me. There you go. Welcome, everyone, to the party. Welcome all to the show. 306 is how many viewers are here right now. Thank you very much. Love the fact that a bunch of you have joined us and are part of this party. We're getting thumbs ups coming in, new memberships coming on. New members coming in, absolutely fabulous. 263 thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you, and it's great to have you here. TJ, hi, Bruce. I saw a video today suggesting that some of the short interest still on GameStop is simply trapped shorts who cannot get out. What do you think about this kind of theory? I don't believe that. The shorts on GameStop, the shorts on SOFI, the shorts on any stock you see are not the same people all the time. Every day, every week, every month, every quarter, shorters come and go. They come and go. They come and go, and they turn over. And it's not uncommon. It wasn't uncommon in GameStop's case when it went from 480 back in June of 2020 to 500 a share in February, March of 2021, all the way up to there and back and up and back and up. We had short positions turning over on GameStop. And the 70 odd million that were shorted back in June of 2021, by the time February showed around, most of those have turned over. Now, what does that mean? It means that in the case of SoFi, you got 170 million shorted right now. It could mean that once the shares reach $10 a share, we may still have 170 million shorted. But 100 of those 170 aren't the same people. They're new people at higher levels. People who are shorting at 9 to 10 to 11. Rather than at 4 to 5 to 6. and we get higher to $14, $15, $16 a share on SoFi, we may still have 170 million short. But you've got a big fat turnover again. Very few people left from the $6, $8 days. Fewer left from the $9, $10 days. They're now all $12 to $17 a share shorters. You get to $25 a share, another complete turnover. This never stops. Shorting is part of the market, but too many shorts against float means shorters are in trouble, and that puts a floor under your stock, a support floor, big one, and that's what you want to have. So, yeah, giddy up, everybody. Spread, Uncle Bruce, you have to get curious to want it. That's now definitely working after a quick look into your videos. Cody, yeah, TJ, that's always been crap. Shorts can average down too. TJ, thank you, Bruce and Cody, you got it. No problem at all. There are shorters out there who will be short, 1 million shares of SoFi at $7. It'll go to 9. They'll short another million. Now they're short 2 million with an $8 average. And they're sitting there going, yeah, it goes to 7.75. We're already ahead on this thing. It doesn't have to go back to 6. And it goes to $10 a share. They short 2 million more. Now they're short 4 million with an average of $9. And they're going, yeah, it goes to 8.50. We're laughing. No, it has come down $1.50. We'll be fine. Deep pocketed shorters can really play games with this stuff. Really play games. So don't be worried about that. Also, it's not uncommon where hedge funds will do their daily reports, hourly reports, and in the option department over here, you've got option writers, and over there, you have option players for the hedge fund. And the hedge fund says, yeah, we're exposed to 5 million shares of SoFi. The stock is now $9.50 to $10 a share. We're short 5 million shares. We need strategy to protect ourselves. And the next thing you know, the guys who play options on behalf of the company, they start to write call options or buy put options. They start leveraging up on the movement of the market, and they start cashing in. They'll do credit spread trades. They'll do thousands of credit spread trades, either call spreads or put spreads, and they'll take shrinkage that way to help offset the losses in the short department, in the short sale department. It's a machine. It's a money-making machine with many tentacles all over the place. You at home are an option writer that might buy options because you're writing options through credit spreads. But you're generally an option writer looking for shrinkage. It's what you're looking for, and it's what you're going to get. You're going to make a lot of money. Going to make a lot of money. Isn't this fun? Yes, it is. This modern market doesn't count shares either. It regulates collateral structures, so don't fall for that song and dance, that infinity pool garbage. There you go. Too much fun. Yes, there are billionaires out there who are all over these markets. They short stock. They write contracts. They buy stock. They have private placement issues. They've got private placement convertible stuff. They're all over the map, but then they have advisors who they hire and pay big money to handle all this stuff. Indeed. Honeybee, neat. Savage Wall Street, folks, I've been pounding the table for y'all to buy Unity now. Yesterday was a gift. If anyone bought at 25, you have all the luck of the Irish. Game developers starts next week. Unity's going to go to $30. Watch this thing go. Okay, you can do cash secured puts on Unity if you don't want to buy the stock. Write cash secured puts. Write 25s. Write, whatever. I mean, Unity, whatever it's trading at here, is available for cash secured put writing, or $26.80 a share. Right out of the money 25s, right out of the money 24s. But you got to put up 2,500, 2,400 to write one of these. You got 25 grand, you can write 10 of them. Make your move that way. All kinds of ways to make money. You can do credit spreads. You can probably do put credit spreads on Unity. Maybe 22s and 18s, or 250s and 15s, 2250s and 1250s, a month or two out. Check out the chain to see what's available to you. You might find that for $1,000, you can do a $10 spread on Unity credit spreads, on puts credit spreads. bring in $1.50. Thank you very much. 15% on your $1,000. Thank you very much. JR, thank you, Tesla Gamblers, for making me $1,330 richer today. Rinse and repeat. A splayer sounds interesting, Savage. Indeed, it does. There's a trade for everybody in the options market. Folks, I got to go. Thank you so much for being here today so far. Don't forget tonight, Primetime Live, 7 o'clock Eastern for Gold Bagel members. We'll be here for you this evening. Let's talk about the day, talk about the week, talk about this market. Let's see what's going on and see if we can make you richer. Let's see. Cody Savage would be good. A good call in. Let him come on and tell us everything he knows about Unity sometime, or maybe we should just get on Discord. Brad, nice article about PayPal appointing Aaron Webster as Chief Enterprise Service Officer. Article later points out that he served as Chief Risk Officer and Global Head of Operations in Latin America at SOFI. Brad, you think people are going to realize this business model reaches way beyond its own backyard? Richard Carlin, neat. Later, everybody, says Richard Splair. From me again, have a great day. Hector, see you guys tonight at 7. H. Gregory, neat. There you go. Join us tonight, 7 o'clock Eastern. Be there or be square. And let's get together tonight and have some fun with our Primetime Live show. We are looking now at our thumbs up meter approaching 300. We're at 271 on the thumbs up meter. We need 29 more to make it. I know folks on the rerun are going to put us over 300. Thank you all so very much for coming through for us. It is absolutely fabulous. Okay, H. Gregory, neat. Savage is Savage also. He's already on Discord. Savage has his own channel, Laughing Out Loud. Hector, 7 p.m. Cody, have a great day, Uncle Bruce. Thanks to you and everyone as always. Splair, thanks. 7 p.m. Eastern. But White Feather, goodbye, everybody. Splair, neat. That's right. Don't forget that. Okay, guys. See you tonight, 7 o'clock. Keep your eye open for a short video. You never know. All right, guys. Let's see what's going on. Beachy, a 3-for-1 on Saturday. What should we do? There you go. You guys figure it out. You let me know. Talk to you soon, everybody. Bye for now.